How dare you walk away and say, that's none of my business, that's none of my problem? What the heck is that? I saw this beautiful girl. I said, stop right there. Life does not revolve, or it should not revolve around you. Sometimes you get too much into self. For all my people out there who are believers, my dad told me this one time a while ago, but your prayers mostly need to be for other people. So it needs to be like, we call it intercessions. You need to intercede for other people and you'll be blessed. Okay, you don't need to be so obsessed with your situation to the point where you're always praying to God about that thing. I don't know. I feel like this is something that God has been revealing to me. You don't need to be, and you shouldn't be so obsessed with your situation. Every time you're praying, God, I need a new car. I want to buy a house. I need money. Listen, if you're stressed out about stuff, it's fine. Go to God and pray about it, because God said, cast all your cares onto him. Okay, cool. But every time you're praying, it's God, give me this, God, give me that, God, I need this. Listen, you need to stop. You need to stop. One thing I've been trying to do recently, and I've been putting it into practice, I have a whiteboard in my room. If somebody at work says something about something they're dealing with, what they're going through, people at work be spilling the tea about their business all day, every day. I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? Co-workers are not your friends. Anyway, I take it upon myself to pray for those people. I was having a conversation with some lady at work. I think she's a lesbian or whatever. And she was talking about how she used to believe in God. She doesn't believe in God anymore, blah, 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 and all this other stuff. And we're having a conversation, and she was talking about how her fiance is a Catholic, but then she kind of doesn't believe anymore, but she wants to, but she's so scientific that she can't believe in a God. And I was just like, you know what? That's cool. And we had a whole conversation, but I let her know Jesus loves you and I'm going to be praying for you. And she was just so nice and kind about it. It was a great conversation. But anyway, I wrote her name on my whiteboard. Like, this is the girl I'm going to be praying for. There's another girl at my workplace who was, I don't know the ins and outs, but she's going through some personal stuff. I wrote her name down on my whiteboard. You're going to be in my prayers. Because guess what? Sometimes when we pray, we're like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to pray. I don't really know what to pray for. Pray for other people. If you don't know what to pray, pray for other people. There are always prayers that need to be prayed. Let me also read this Bible verse. 1 Timothy chapter 2 verses 1. And it says, I urge then, first of all, that petitions, prayers, intercession, and thanksgiving be made for all people. So we see intercession and we see thanksgiving is there. So our prayers need to be more about thanking God for stuff he's done for us, actually expressing gratitude. Some of us don't understand the little things we take for granted, how much that is a blessing. Okay, the fact that you have, like, listen, I live in the UK. I don't need to walk outside and worry about bombs being dropped. You know, I'm a woman too. We all know what happens to women in war. Not even just in war. You know what I mean? When they're kidnapping women, we know what's good. We know what's going on. I don't need to worry about that. You know what I mean? Having clean running water. I don't need to worry about that because I have it. We're so focused on what we need, what we don't have. And those things bring discontent. You need to focus more on the things God has done for you and thank him for those things. Some of us have been in situations where we could have died. We could have died. You know what I'm saying? You could have died. Literally, I think back to situations I've been in and I'm like, this situation could have taken me out. Emotionally, I was like almost dead. I was suicidal. All these crazy things. But look at me now. God brought me out. Start thanking God more. Life does not revolve around you and your situation. I also wrote this down. Serving God means serving his people. We need to get out of this mindset of that's not my problem. That's not my problem. That is dumb. That's not my problem. Like, you know what bothers me so much? I saw a video. I think this video is old. There was something that happened to this girl in India on the street. I can't remember what it was. I don't know if it was kidnapping or she got beat up, whatever. on the streets of India, people were around looking. Because people have this mindset of, that's none of my business. How dare you? How dare you watch someone on the street get robbed? You watch a woman being beaten up by her man, a domestic violence sort of situation. How dare you see something like that happen? Someone gets robbed, a gang of people start beating up someone. How dare you walk away and say, that's none of my business, that's none of my problem? What the heck is that? How would you feel if someone did that to you? Someone did that to your brother. Someone did that to your sister. You find a wedding ring, for example, on the floor. I'm about to sell it. I'm going to get my money. How dare you? Would you not want someone to give your wedding ring in, your piece of jewelry, expensive jewelry in if you lose it? Stop thinking about yourself. Stop thinking it's just me in this world, every man for himself. No. No. Look out for other people. I wrote this down too, like, you have to be your brother's keeper. Now, here's the thing. People deal with things how they deal with things, but I'm not going to lie. Being an introvert is not an excuse for being a horrible person. Grow up, like I like to say. Some of you lot have watched or have heard your neighbor beating up his girl, but you're like, that's none of my business. So what would happen if the girl winds up dead? And you could have done something, but you were just sat there in your house. That's a shame. It's none of my business. How dare you allow that to happen to another human being? Now, the reason I'm talking like this is because a lot of us have this mindset, and it really bothers me. I've had friends with this mindset too. You will literally watch something bad happen to someone, but you're like, no, it's none of my business. It's none of my business. That's freaking disgusting. Now, somebody's going to say, oh, but what if I put myself in harm's way? Again, stop thinking about yourself all the time. Of course, I'm not saying put yourself in harm's way. If you're watching somebody, God forbid, get stabbed, a gang of people beating someone up, I'm not saying jump in and then get beaten up too. No, use your brain cells. Call the police. That's you done. You did what you could do. I was walking back from one of the supermarkets some time ago. It was like maybe a few weeks ago. I was telling my friend about this. I was walking away. Now, I saw this other guy running with a basket out of a shop. I know he stole that basket. He was running for his life. One of the employees was running, trying to get him. And he eventually got him, knocked the basket out of his hand, and then he took it back to the shop. The thief, instead of the thief to just go home, take your L, you thief, the thief goes back to the shop like, come on then, go on then. I'm thinking, are you dumb? I was just watching from afar. Like the thief walked past me. I was like, listen, don't come near me. I don't want these problems. But he went back into the shop and was giving the employees a bunch of headache. I don't think so. I called the police. I just stood somewhere far away, watched what was going on because I was walking and I went to go stand somewhere. I was like, this guy is really going back into the shop to cause commotion. You think these employees get employed to deal with your nonsense? Nah. Now the employees probably maybe did call the police. I don't know, but he was causing a bunch of trouble. They could have just been tied up dealing with him. So I just thought, I'm going to call the police anyway. I explained what was happening and they said they're going to send someone down ASAP. And then I walked home. Easy peasy. Some of you lot are too scared to call the police because you feel like, nah, I don't want problems with the feds. How dumb are you? Life does not revolve around you. Think of other people. Now, someone might say, oh, but if it was you, someone wouldn't do it. I don't care what another person would do. I know what I do. I know what I do. And I tell my siblings this sometimes as well because, some of them are a bit more softer, a bit more quieter. Don't be passive. Another situation happened. The last thing, I'll just say this. I was going to the doctor's like maybe a week or two ago. And then there was this cute, adorable, beautiful little chocolate girl running. I saw this beautiful girl. I said, stop right there. She was running. I know she was having a good time. I said, where's mommy? Where's mommy? Where is mommy? Because you shouldn't be out here. Like, it's getting darker earlier. You shouldn't be out here running around on your own. There are weirdos. You get snatched up. I'm like, where's mommy? And she's like, with my sister. I said, where's sis? Where is sis? Then I saw her mom. And then she runs off to her mom. I was like, yeah, go to your mama. Go to your mama. I stopped her. She could have run anywhere because her mom was around the corner, so she wouldn't have even seen. Then when I went into the GP, I was waiting in the queue. Her mum came to find me and I was like, my sister, thank you. Thank you for stopping her. Easy. Didn't need to do too much. Just don't look at things and think, let me mind my business. Because some people might see a little girl running, tiny little girl with her little legs running. And you'll just be like, oh, that's none of my business. Oh, that's not my problem. It's just me that exists in this world. I think not. Little things like that. You don't know what you've just done. And it might seem so insignificant, but you don't know what you've done. Minding your business has gotten people killed. Be your brother's keeper. That's the end of the video. Look out for other people. If everybody in the world started looking out for other people, the world would be a better place. But the thing is, we don't love others. We love ourselves. We want to fill ourselves with money, with good things, and we want to stack up ourselves because we feel like life is about ourselves. No, it's not just me. It's not just Esiri. All I see is Esiri. I breathe, sleep, eat, drink Esiri. Look out for civilians. Okay, that's the end of the video, guys. Hopefully you liked it. Hopefully you got something from it. Hopefully it blessed you. Thanks for watching. Give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you like my content. And I will see you when I next upload. Bye.